Creating from the Heart, the Artistry of Living. I'm here with Larry Piotrowski. How are you doing, Larry?
I'm doing fantastic.
What a day.
Yeah. It's nice and brisk outside.
Yes, it's winter's coming on. We're
Right?
getting ready.
Exactly. My hair's just whipping around all over the place.
Right. You can tell this guy's in theater when he's not working. At the moment, he's working at Harbor Trust.
I am.
And what do you do there?
So I work for Harbor Trust, as you said, as a wealth advisor. So I work with clients on a daily basis, managing their portfolios and just directing them to their retirement and financial dreams, essentially.
Yes, great. I'm sure every one of them can hardly wait to work with you and make their dreams come true. So, Larry, how'd you get into this?
Well, I actually came from the automotive industry prior to this. So I was a finance business manager at an auto dealership. And talking with one of my banking associates at that point, was expressing my desire to get out of that line of work. And she had recommended looking into the investment world and the banking world. We've had deep conversations about that, in the time that I knew her. And I always just seemed to have an interest for investments and financial planning and stuff like that.
And
so
maybe taking care of people, I'm guessing.
100%. That's the key to it. You can't do it for yourself. Everything we do has to be for the betterment of our clients, or it doesn't work.
Right, funny thing.
I mean, it is that simple.
You keep them in mind.
That's it. Yep.
That's good.
Yep. So, been doing this since 2009, which shortly after the 2008 financial debacle. So that was an interesting time getting into this world.
And before COVID.
And before COVID, yeah. But it did give me a really unique perspective on markets and how they work. And coming in really on one of the biggest downsides that we've ever had, I think, was really a trial by fire.
Yes.
And I benefited greatly from it.
That's wonderful. That's great.
Yes.
So if somebody wants to find you, where do they find you?
So we are located in Michigan City, Indiana, at 1024 North Carwick, right on the same street as Hacienda.
And it's in Michigan City.
It is.
And it's wonderful. It's right around the corner.
Yep.
It's just fabulous.
Yep. And I'll say, if you wanted to call, it's 219-877-3500.
Great. And Larry, that is not the only hat that you wear.
Not at all.
And probably one of the reasons you're so good at working with people is because you know them so well, because you're in theater.
I am. I've been doing community theater since high school.
Really?
Which we won't go into how long ago that was.
Okay.
But that really developed my love and my passion for performing. And again, really kind of geared a lot, not only on stage, but directing as well, which I think also lends itself to wanting to help people. And then when I moved here to Indiana, I became part of community theater out here. And we are so blessed here in Northwest Indiana, especially Michigan City, to have so many options for community theater. We have some just incredibly talented people and organizations out here.
It is. It's fabulous.
Yes.
I just love it. And years ago, when I used to do consulting, I was doing a project for the University of Chicago, critical care unit, and I took some of the people that did community theater and we went into Chicago, and as part of the workshop, we would do something that was always the portrayal of what you shouldn't do.
Sure.
And then we would ask the audience to help us out and to help us think of what it is we could do. And either they made suggestions, or in some cases, we literally got them out of their seats to come help us.
And that is transformational for patients. When you introduce something within the arts, whether it's acting, singing, whether it's what you do here art-wise, it taps into something, and I personally think that it helps aid in their recovery.
Well, it sticks.
Yep,
It sticks. It
Yep.
goes in there and it's there.
absolutely.
Because you've done it before.
Yep. Yep. As a matter of fact, LaPorte Little Theater, and in combination with a couple of other theaters, this is many years ago, back when LaPorte Hospital was still LaPorte Hospital.
Yes.
We actually took a group into LaPorte Hospital and did singing performances during the holidays.
Awesome. That's fabulous. It's so interesting to me how communication is at the heart of everything.
Everything. Everything.
If you don't know how to do it, one of the things you should do is get out there and experiment.
Absolutely. And I would actually recommend everybody to at least go out and support community theater as a viewer and as a patron, but try your hand at it. You might find that you really enjoy it.
Not so bad.
And it is quite therapeutic too.
I love this. So what's been your favorite?
My favorite part of community theater, or my favorite role, I don't know that anybody who's been on stage in multiple shows could really pinpoint it down to one specific show, because each character taps into something else inside of you. But some of my more memorable ones, I did play the character of Renfield in The Passion of Dracula. That was really fun because I got really to kind of tap into that little bit more, we'll call it the crazy obsessive side. And then I did two roles within a show called I Hate Hamlet, which is a comedy about an actor who plays Hamlet. Let's see, play called The Foreigner, where I played the character of Ellard. That was a very fun role for me. And there are just so many. The Complete Works of William Shakespeare. I can't forget that one. That is a play that condenses all of Shakespeare's plays into one show. And they just bounce back and forth and back and forth. It's supposed to be performed with 3 actors who play the different parts. We always did it with 5.
Oh, well, okay.
So yeah, just so many shows that I am really proud of. Not for just the work that I was able to do, but just getting to know everybody else on stage, and you feed off of each other too.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
You make each other better all the time.
So this communication piece, it fascinates me because here you are in finance, but I'm guessing that even some of the theater has taught you how to meet somebody where they are.
Yes.
And how to communicate better.
I would absolutely agree with that. I think that it helps with the conversation piece, especially not only during the initial consultative meeting, but also as you develop that relationship with somebody, it allows you to ask, I think, deeper questions because you're not afraid to ask them. So.
Well, I'm sure your clients really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I love my clients, and they're actually more than just clients to me, you know, because you get to know people on such, you know, a deep level that they become very close friends, and some of them even you would consider family.
Well, anybody who shares their concerns, their issues, their wants, their needs, and their generosities with somebody in terms of money is really sharing something that is deeply personal.
I absolutely agree with that. Yes.
Maybe you should get everybody to do community theater where you work.
You know, there are some pretty talented people where I work too. So I think a lot of them would actually do very well in community theater.
I love this.
Yes.
So if you were somebody who was between a rock and a hard place and maybe just lost their job or wasn't happy doing what they're doing and wished they were doing something else, do you have any advice? Or if somebody getting out of high school or college, what would you say?
The first thing that I think everybody should do is maybe try different things and find that thing that drives you. that one thing. And it doesn't matter what it is. For me, it's finance. I love working with numbers. I love working with people. So being a wealth advisor is like the perfect marriage of that. And it took me a while to find that place. But
Well, you were working with numbers in the
Correct.
car industry.
Correct.
You just didn't have quite the same kind of relationship with
Exactly.
the clients.
Exactly. And although I always took a more consultative approach with my clients, even in the
Even
car
then.
dealership, that really helped me develop that where I work now.
Uh-huh.
You know, and
Awesome.
it takes me 45 minutes to get to work every day, and I don't mind it at all.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm excited to go to work every day.
Listen to that. How fabulous does that get? It doesn't get any better than that, I think.
Yeah, and I would say too, a lot of it is not only the clients, but it's also the people inside the building that I work with, because we are just one team, and all we care about is helping people.
There you go. Well, it is so nice to get to know you. This is fabulous. Thank you for sharing, Larry.
Sure, absolutely.
And you all know where to find him, Harbor Trust and Investment.
Yep. See you there.
See you next time.